Hello, good evening, everyone. It's 8 p.m. This is Joseph Arthur, and I'm really excited for tonight's webinar. You guys are in for a treat. As we know, how the importance of health, and we've got a special guest, Jordan Kemper, tonight to share the basics of USANA products and go into more details. So it's my privilege to introduce Jordan Kemper tonight, founder of One Body International, health and fitness expert, international speaker, USANA's top 50 income earner. He's a member of the Independent Distributor Council and the newest one-star Diamond Director. Jordan Kemper, take it away.
Hey, thanks so much, Joe. Appreciate that introduction. Friends, thanks for joining us tonight. I see quite a few guys are signing in. My encouragement to you guys is to make sure that you've got a notepad, pen and paper, and get ready to take some notes. These are incredible products that will change your life. My encouragement too as we go through the products is to kind of listen with a different set of ears. Number one, you can kind of listen for your own betterment, learn so that you can find ways to improve your own health. Number two, listen with a set of ears to where you could actually teach this to somebody else. And I think the third style of learning is to actually communicate this content to somebody else. So we're going to go through a lot of information very quickly. We're going to touch on every single product that USANA has. So for sake of time, I can't go in great depth with each product, but I want to kind of give you guys just a good feel of each product so that you feel comfortable being able to communicate it to somebody else. So as we start thinking about health, think about how important health is. You guys hear me say this pretty often, that health really affects all of the other areas of our life. If you're not having good health in your life, it's going to affect your ability to succeed in whatever business you're part of. Business will affect income. Income, does it affect relationships? No doubt about it, the number one cause of divorce is finances. If health and business and income aren't where they should be, then our ability to contribute and give back to society is certainly affected. And so this all stems back to our health getting even worse. So as you think about your health, I want you to think your health, your life, your way. And let's get really personal tonight as we go through this. Now, when it comes to products, let me rewind just a little bit for you guys. When I was first introduced to USANA, my mom had incredible results with the products. She was introduced to USANA via a physician. The products worked well for her. The problem was when she started to introduce USANA to the rest of the family, I was 22 and I felt like I was invincible. I felt like I didn't need products. I didn't need supplements. I didn't need a multivitamin. So, unfortunately, my mom started to offer a solution to a problem that in my mind did not exist. So I'm going to take you through 5 simple steps for your own understanding as well as communicating to others. Number one is we've got to isolate what the problem is. The problem is that degenerative disease is causing death. The second thing you have to identify is the cause of the problem, and the cause is oxidation. The solution is antioxidants, and if antioxidants are what we need, where do we get antioxidants? Well, we get antioxidants from fruits and vegetables, but if we're not getting enough from fruits and vegetables, should we supplement? Then comes the argument of supplementation. Is this a luxury or a necessity? And then lastly, if I do need a supplement, well, which supplement do I choose? So we're going to take you through these first 5 steps. Number one, the causes of death today that are leading causes of death are cardiovascular disease, cancer, stroke, respiratory disease, and diabetes. If you look here, this accounts for 74.8% of deaths coming from degenerative disease. We've got a huge problem. So if degenerative disease is causing death, we want to define some simple terms. Oxidation is the cause of degenerative disease. You can see here from this slide a healthy human cell culture there in the top right, cells that have been damaged by a fast food meal, and then similar cells when defense mechanisms are included. So as we start to think about oxidation here for a moment, think about your individual cells undergoing basically attack. A good way to think about this is a fire in a fireplace. A fire is going to produce heat, just like your cells will produce energy. But unfortunately, a byproduct of a fire are the sparks. Sparks that land on the carpet, sparks that land on a campsite. As sparks land on the ground, it can cause damage. This is exactly what you would find if you looked at cells under electron microscope. Those red meteor-looking fireballs are actually free radicals. And free radicals are molecules with an unpaired electron. The common causes of free radicals are smoking, stress, medications, food additives, sunlight, pollution, exercise, and airline travel, just to name a few. The reality is we cannot rid ourselves of all oxidation. We can minimize oxidation, but we can't get rid of it, just like you can't get rid of sparks from a fireplace. Now, if oxidation is causing problems, we obviously want to come up with a solution to the problem. So if you look at this molecule or this diagram here, you'll see that electrons always come in pairs. Now, if an electron doesn't have a partner, in other words, if you've got a positive but no negative, or a negative but no positive, we've got an unpaired electron. That's an unstable ion that we call free radical, which looks like that meteor in the last screen. So what a free radical simply is it's an unpaired electron. The solution to the unpaired electron is that we need to get an electron from somewhere else. So antioxidants are molecules with a lot of electrons in their outer shell that they can freely donate to an electron, or I should say to an unstable electron, hence pairing it up and becoming neutralized. Now, that sounds like a lot of science garbage. You might be thinking to yourself, well, that's overwhelming. And if you were to tell that to a friend of yours or to a family member, that may seem very overwhelming. So for your own knowledge, I want you to understand that an unpaired electron needs an electron from somewhere else, and antioxidants provide that. But if you were going to explain this to somebody else, I want you to remember the analogy of guacamole. Guacamole turns brown. Why does it turn brown? Because of oxidation. We all know that it turns brown. So what do you squeeze into guacamole to keep it from turning brown? Well, you add some sort of lime or lemon juice. By adding lime or lemon juice, what you do is you keep the guacamole from turning brown. That, my friends, is adding an antioxidant. So you've been doing it, you've been using the terminology, but you just weren't sure what it actually meant. So antioxidants, in review, have an extra electron that they can give to free radicals, neutralizing and eliminating their harmful effects. Now, I just used the example of guacamole. Where do we get antioxidants? We get them from foods. Foods are the purest, best source of antioxidants. But unfortunately, most of us don't eat enough fruits and vegetables. And additionally, fruits and vegetables have been compromised. So you can see in this example here, your body needs 400 international units of vitamin E on a daily basis. You'd have to consume 28 pounds of spinach today to get those optimal amounts. So you can see here that it's very challenging to get those amounts. Hence, supplementation is no longer a luxury, it has become a necessity. Americans today especially are overfed but undernourished. So number 4 is supplementation is a necessity. And if supplementation then becomes a necessity, then begs the question of what supplement do we choose. I could spend 3 hours talking about why USANA. But in short, in an industry that's very poorly regulated, USANA is a company that voluntarily subjects themselves to the drug industry. They follow pharmaceutical grade practices of manufacturing their product. And if you look in the Comparative Guide to Nutritional Supplement, we've been ranked the top product for many, many years in many editions. This company has continued to set the bar in nutritional science. They continue to set the bar on providing multivitamins and optimizers. And you'll see as you do your homework that USANA is just one of a few choices of really pharmaceutical grade, pure, high quality products. And that's really why I believe USANA is the best choice. So in review, you've covered number 1, the problem, the cause, the solution, supplementation is becoming a necessity, and then if we do need to supplement, what product do we choose? USANA becomes the answer. So here, friends, as you look at this 5 simple steps, the mistake that my mom made is she took me to step number 5. She immediately started telling me about how great USANA was, but she didn't take me through the first 4 steps. I didn't identify the problem, I didn't know the cause or the solution, and I still didn't think that I needed a supplement. So if you are trying to offer step 5 to your friends and family and peers, you have missed out on steps 1 through 4. You really want to make sure that you can articulate all 5 steps. So as we move on to the essentials is a combination of both antioxidant and mineral. The antioxidant is like your soldier going into battle, and your chelated mineral is your food and water for the soldier. So you've got to make sure that you do both. I find people that take one or the other, you're not smarter than the scientists. You've got to take both, and you've got to take them together. And you're supposed to take these twice a day. Now, why twice a day? Because most vitamins are liquid soluble, which means within an 8 to 12 hour period, you're going to excrete everything you don't need or everything you haven't used, and then you need a new supply of liquid soluble or water soluble vitamins. Whereas in opposite to that, fat soluble vitamins like A, D, and K, your body can store and use when is necessary. So in short, if you were explaining the essentials to a friend, the antioxidant is our free radical scavenger, or our soldier going into battle, and our chelated mineral is food and water for the soldier, or we call it antioxidant regeneration. So selenium, calcium, magnesium, these are important minerals that support the antioxidants. As we look at children, Body Rocks are formulated for teenagers. It's about a 50% dose of the essentials. USANA is designed for 13 months to 12 years old. Some kids are a little bigger. They can move to the Body Rocks a little quicker. But on average, the USANA are about a quarter the dose of the essentials. And they are chewable. And for those of you guys that like to pick your favorite animal characters, USANA is the bomb. I like to use the USANA just for kicks. Now, as we move on, let's upgrade to the Health Pack. The Health Pack is what we call the premier multivitamin. It contains the USANA essentials, but then also includes active calcium, which is one of our core optimizers, as well as what we call antioxidant booster, or in short, AO booster. We'll touch on those. And then my Health Pack actually allows you to customize your vitamin regimen. So it's not pre-packed, it's customizable to where you can actually pick what you want to be in your My Health Pack, as opposed to the regular Health Pack is pre-customized. Now, some of you may have seen in April, USANA released our baby care prenatal vitamins. This is an incredible source of iron and magnesium, also sources of vitamin A, some additional nutrients that are really designed for women that want to be pregnant, are nursing, or honestly, any woman that is just lacking in iron. This is a great product that replaces the essentials. It's very similar to the essentials, but it has some additional nutrients. So these baby care prenatal vitamins are incredible, and they are pharmaceutical grade, which makes it a great option for OBGYNs, people of that nature, to be able to recommend these products to pregnant women. Now, I wanted to show you guys a picture of my sister. My sister is incredible. She got married July of 2012. You'll see that picture of her with her wedding dress and her Rev 3. Rev 3 does not cause you to get pregnant. However, 2 months after her wedding date, she actually did get pregnant. And this June, she'll be having a baby. We're so excited as a family. But I want to tell you guys a quick story about my sister. My sister was actually diagnosed with polycystic ovarian syndrome. I know a lot of you women know what that is. PCOS can be very severe. You develop an intolerance to insulin, causes severe weight gain. It also can cause cysts, and if untreated, it can lead to a girl being barren. And so my sister literally was in tears. But fortunately, I believe because of my sister's commitment to eating low glycemic, exercise, and supplementation, my sister became sensitive to insulin once again. She followed a very specific regimen of products. My sister became sensitive to insulin once again, was able to fight PCOS, and you can see there is happily pregnant, or I shouldn't say maybe happily, but she's excited to have Zane here this June. So you guys will be seeing photos on Facebook, no doubt about it. But I just want you guys to realize that it's been a powerful story for my sister to see what USANA products have done for her in battling PCOS. Let's move to some of the optimizers. Why optimizers? One of the big questions you're going to get is, how can I customize a regimen that's specific to me? And this is an important question. So I want to go through some of these optimizers for you guys. Let's start off with the cardiovascular system. I'm going to touch on Proflavanol C100. This is one of my favorite products. It includes both grapeseed extract as well as vitamin C. Potency of the vitamin C is very important. RDA, which stands for recommended daily allowances, say you need 60 milligrams a day. If you do your homework, you're going to find that optimal ranges are closer to 1,000 milligrams. The RDA was established way back in the 40s. They determined that 60 milligrams of vitamin C would keep a soldier from getting scurvy. So it became the minimum wage of what you needed on a daily basis. We don't shoot for minimums, we shoot for optimal. What can your body actually utilize on a daily basis? Additionally, the grapeseed extract, you guys have heard of the French paradox, red wine, the amount of red wine that they consume in Mediterranean climates, despite the amount of red meat consumption, their risk of cardiovascular disease is less. And they attribute that to the amount of red wine that they consume. And in that red wine, you'll find grapeseed extract. So anybody that has issues with inflammation, this is a great product. Anybody that's got over amounts of oxidation, this is a great product. Additionally, you'll notice that ProFlav, the F-L-A-V, Flav, comes from bioflavonoid complex. The complicated way of saying what that is this immune system modulator. Your immune system is not broken, but it's confused. So what proflavanol actually does is it helps to unconfuse the immune system. So if you were to have any sort of autoimmune disease such as allergies or fibro or Crohn's disease or chronic fatigue syndrome, proflavanol is an excellent product which can help you in the immune system, the boost of the immune system, as well as maintenance of your cardiovascular system. So in short, this is a free radical scavenger. It's an excellent product. Let's move to CoQ 30. CoQ 30, if you were to say one thing about CoQ10, it increases cellular energy. I'll say it again. CoQ10 increases cellular energy. So it's called CoQ 30 because it's 30 milligrams of coenzyme Q10. Vital for cardiovascular health, sound muscle function, and healthy nerve function. One thing I don't think people realize is that the increase of CoQ10 actually increases the amount of energy. It does so by actually increasing mitochondrial density. Go way back to biology class freshman year. The mitochondria is the furnace of the cell. So if we can increase the amount of mitochondria, we can increase the amount of ATP, which is our overall energy. Anybody that's on a statin medication, statins block the production of cholesterol, but unfortunately it also blocks the production of CoQ10. So it's very important that you take a CoQ10 supplement if you're on a statin medication. CoQ 30 is an excellent option. If you're taking a My Health Pack, you can actually have super pills, and one of those super pills is the CoQ 100. I actually take 400 milligrams of coenzyme Q10 a day. I'm a little over the top, but I think it's an important product and I want as much energy as possible. So if you're drained of energy, this is a great product. And keep in mind that as you age, your body produces less and less of this vitamin. So CoQ10 is actually a co-vitamin in that you can consume it, but your body also produces it. So as you age, it's more important to supplement with CoQ10. Moving on to cellular metabolic, let's touch on fish oil. We call it Biomega. Biomega consists of EPA and DHA. EPA is an anti-inflammatory. DHA is the most abundant omega-3 fatty acid in the brain and retina. In fact, half your brain minus water weight is DHA. I think there's more conclusive evidence about fish oil than there probably is any other product that USANA has. Fish oil reduces your risk of cardiovascular disease. It's critical for promoting healthy pregnancies, healthy babies, cardiovascular system, joint health. Additionally, one of the concerns that a lot of people have when it comes to a fish oil is the mercury content that you'll find. So it's important that people understand that this is a pharmaceutical grade fish oil that really competes with a lot of the big names like Lavazza, which is a prescription grade fish oil. But ours is $19.95 a month, which is really inexpensive. So considering the potency of this product, I think this is one of the best options that USANA has. If I was to say bare minimum what products people need to take, I would say the Essentials and Biomega is your starting point. Everybody needs to be on fish oil. Everybody needs to be on a multivitamin. Any optimizers that you add to that are based on what your budget is. If we look at Optomega, this is a vegetable source. It has omega-3, 6, and 9. Most people get enough omega-6 and omega-9 in their diets, but this is a great option that comes out once in a while. And then children are not going to be swallowing those big gelatin capsules. So I think Biomega Junior is one for children to consider. If anybody complains about fish oil or being allergic to fish oil, Dr. Tom Carter taught us actually last Saturday that most people are allergic to the proteins. They're not actually allergic to fish oil. And if they say they're allergic to fish oil, it's oftentimes they're allergic to the gelatin capsule. So very few people are actually allergic to fish oil. They might be allergic to protein in fish, or they might be allergic to the gelatin capsule, but people are not allergic to the fish oil itself. So a high quality fish oil will really fix that common misconception that people have. Let's move on to vitamin D. Vitamin D is actually a hormone. It's been mislabeled for many, many years as a vitamin. It's a hormone because it actually affects genes. In other words, it doesn't target where it affects the body. It actually affects all parts of the body. So vitamin D is really a utility infielder. It's important for bone mineralization and growth, absorption of calcium and phosphorus, supports a healthy heart, strong immune function. It's essential for every healthy cell in the body. So you can see that your RDA amounts are 400 to 800 units a day, IUs. Optimal amounts range above 2,000 IUs a day. So if we live in cold climates like Chicago, between October and May, we're not getting enough vitamin D from the sun. So vitamin D really is important. Anybody struggling with depression, this is a great product. Athletes, vitamin D is a great product. And vitamin D levels can be tested pretty quickly. If you just go to your doctor, you could get your vitamin D levels tested and check to see where your vitamin D levels are at. So vitamin D, really an important product. Let's move on to skeletal and structural. Active calcium. They call it active calcium because it's actually patented in that it's not just calcium, but it's calcium in combination with other minerals. Calcium works in synergy with vitamin D3, magnesium, vitamin K, silicon, boron, just to name a few. Calcium is obviously very important for bone growth, but it's also very important for muscle contraction. I want you to remember that, muscle contraction. So if calcium isn't present, your muscles aren't going to contract. So especially for triathletes and people that are walking and running and exercising every day, I don't care if you're a lacrosse player or a football player, if you want to improve performance, or even if you're just trying to increase muscle mass. Muscle contraction really functions based on the amount of calcium that is present. So calcium is absolutely essential. I take about 4 of these active calcium every day just to make sure that I'm where I need to be. And additionally, that last point is that calcium helps to replenish calcium stores for mineralization and remodeling of bone. So you can see calcium is a very important product. Moving to Precosa, this is our glucosamine product, our joint product. Let me teach you about glucosamine quickly. We use glucosamine sulfate, not chondroitin, not MSM. They have shown that glucosamine sulfate at doses clinically shown will help to rebuild cartilage. Think of this analogy. A brick house is made of bricks. Your cartilage is made up of glucosamine. Glucosamine is really the building blocks of cartilage. So you've got to provide the bricks if you want to rebuild the house. Additionally, Mariva, which is curcumin, is turmeric with a fatty phospholipid bilayer around it, which makes it 30 times more absorbable. You're saying, what the heck, Jordan? That's complicated. Let me make it simple. Turmeric is an anti-inflammatory. It's a spice that a lot of people use, particularly in the Indian cultures. Turmeric is incredible. This will actually target the joint capsule, which causes a reduction of inflammation specific to a shoulder or hips or knees. Now, you can't say that because that's not FDA-approved statement, but I want you to understand that. Understand that turmeric is an incredible product, which really does serve as an anti-inflammatory. And then it's also got additional amounts of vitamin C, manganese, and silicon to provide that additional support. So Precosa is a patented product that USANA has that I think really is the product that people see immediate results from. As we move on to the endocrine system, this is really our female product called phytoestrogen. Delivers unique blend of phytoestrogens from 5 botanical sources, really helps with menopausal symptoms. I know my mom, many of the women that I work with, this is an incredible product that they've grown to love. I can say that this is the actual product, the only product that I don't personally take, so you can applaud me for not taking this one. But I really think this is one of those products that after trying it, people see results. Palmetto Plus, designed for men. What happens is the prostate starts to hypertrophy as we age. That's very normal. This really helps with prostate function. So the saw palmetto, the lycopene, the soy isoflavones will actually help with that hypertrophy effect. And hypertrophy causes issues in relation to sexual function. It causes issues in relation to urine flow. So really, I think men enjoy this product, particularly as they age. I also found that Palmetto Plus can actually help with the skin. So I found that people with acne issues, Palmetto Plus has been an incredible product for that reason as well. The last product in this category is our Pure Rest. In short, melatonin is released by the pineal gland. Melatonin is an antioxidant. So what you need to get your head around here is that melatonin is a naturally occurring hormone synthesized in the brain. It also has defense against oxidative stress. So what's important to note here is don't think of melatonin as solely a product that improves sleep. Melatonin is actually a very potent antioxidant that will actually help your body. Yes, it will affect sleep, but it's not only to affect sleep. So I really, spending time learning from Dr. Hirschcheck and Dr. Carter, have understood that melatonin is really important to take. And it's not just a product that you're supposed to take to help you sleep better. Now, some suggestions for sleeping. When you're in the light and when you're in the dark, we have what are called light and dark cycles. So what happens is as the sun starts to go down, it starts to get dark, you start to get sleepy. Your body's doing what it's supposed to be doing. Melatonin's being released. But when you hop in front of a computer or you're watching TV or you're exercising or you're drinking stimulants like caffeine, you're actually keeping your body from producing melatonin naturally. So I would encourage you to try and keep the stimulants away from yourself 30 minutes before bed. Dim the lights, spend a little time reading, spend some time communicating with some of your family members, but really stay away from the stimulants and your body will naturally secrete melatonin. And then obviously taking Pure Rest can aid in increasing the amount of melatonin that you consume. Let's move on to the digestive system. Probiotics promotes healthy digestion, but it also promotes sound immune function. Let me explain. You've got about 7 pounds of bacteria in your gut. You've either got good bacteria or you've got bad bacteria. Bad bacteria causes really a fight or flight response. It causes inflammation. It tells your body that you're in attack mode. So what you're actually doing is you're recruiting T cells that really want to fight. And when you want to fight, you're causing inflammation. Whereas when your body has good bacteria, your body starts to calm down and it gets in more of a defense mode. So what we want to do when we've got autoimmune diseases is we want to actually recruit more healthy bacteria. So probiotics not only promotes healthy digestion, but it will promote sound immune function. So if you have any autoimmune diseases such as allergies, really encourage you to take probiotics. Digestive enzyme. This really helps you to break down your nutrients. So as you consume foods, if you can't break down the nutrients, your body's not going to absorb them. So what digestive enzyme does is it supplies enzymes to support normal digestion. It helps to relieve occasional upset stomachs, indigestion, heartburn, gas, bloating. Really, this is a product that I carry with me as much as possible, and I try to take it with breakfast, lunch, and dinner just to make sure that I can get my foods broken down, especially if I'm going to overeat a little bit. So this supports the body's natural detoxification process, digestive enzyme. Hepicil is our liver product. What I'll say about the liver is that it's the oil filter of your car. It takes the first hit. So you need a strong liver, and the liver really does affect the rest of the body. So milk thistle extract provides dual action, stimulating liver enzymes and protecting against oxidative stress. So this helps you to fight the cholesterol and the caffeine and the certain things that come into the liver. Additional antioxidants from green tea extract, olives, turmeric provide antioxidant protection. So there's actually quite a bit of turmeric extract in this product as well. So that is our Hepicil DTX. Fibergy. This is tasteless. This is an additive. It contains 12 grams of dietary fiber. It's got both soluble and insoluble fiber. Anybody that takes Nutrimeal This is a great additive that you can add to the Nutrimeal. If anybody complains that they're still hungry after consuming Nutrimeal, add a half a scoop or a full scoop of the Fiber G, and I promise you, you will not be hungry. I think most people are not consuming enough fiber in their diets, and most people are not drinking enough water. So most of the time when you're feeling hungry, you're actually thirsty. But by adding additional amounts of fiber and water, you can really start to see your body being more satiated. So this is gluten-free, it's dairy-free, and it's soy-free. Moving to the brain and the nervous system, Vision X, great product for macular degeneration. Lutein, xanthian, bilberry extract work together to protect the retina. So we've got photooxidation, which means really the cells of the eye, your rod and cone cells. Also, vitamin C and zinc nutrients help to maintain the structure and integrity of the lens. So anybody that has issues with eyes, I know a lot of people take contacts or have contacts, a lot of people take prescriptions. Vision X is incredible. And in fact, there's actually a study called the ARID study that I'd encourage you to look up. You can see that studies found that high levels of antioxidants and zinc significantly reduce the risk of age-related macular degeneration and its associated vision loss by as much as 25%. So this is an incredible study that I think ophthalmologists and optometrists all need to know about. This is one of the few clinical studies that actually exists on supplements. So this is where that Vision X product would come in. Ginkgo, formulated with high-quality ginkgo biloba, a great product for individuals with Alzheimer's. This is actually an antioxidant that can cross over the blood-brain barrier, which supports memory function and cognition. So I take this product, I want to be smarter. I think there's lots of years of science behind this, especially the Asian cultures use a lot of ginkgo. So ginkgo biloba is a great product. Here's your supplement guide. You guys can download this off USANA.com. You can see that if you were really kind of to just put one or two liners with each product, you look at Pure Rest there in the middle, it says fast-acting melatonin supplement, promotes the body's natural sleep and wake cycles. You can simplify each one of these products, but I wanted you guys to have a little bit of a more deep understanding about each of these products. Moving on, the health assessment, if you haven't taken this yet, I'd encourage you to do this. This will help to kind of guide you in the direction of what products you need to be taking. But again, as I stated in the beginning, if you're not sure where to start, the Essentials in Fish Oil is your starting point. If you want really a detailed, customized report, I'd encourage you guys to take this health assessment. Let's move on now to macronutrients. Macro means that there are calories associated. Proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. You can see that we've got a huge issue, especially in America today. We've got obesity epidemic that's really climbing, and that's causing diabetes, which is one of the degenerative diseases causing death today. So we've got the reset. I think a lot of people don't quite get the reset kit. So let me explain the reset before I explain the Nutrimeal. Reset is a detox. The goal of reset is to detox your body of simple sugars. So 5 days of consuming low glycemic shakes and bars, 3 shakes, 2 bars, 1 serving of fruits and vegetables, is going to detox the system, and a side effect of good nutrition will be weight loss. So averages for women is about 5 pounds in 5 days, and for men it's about 10 pounds. If you go back to eating like you did before, you'll put back on the weight. So transform phase helps you to continue to progress. It's 2 shakes, 1 bar per day, and then you have to implement your own low glycemic snack and meal. And then once you reach your target weight, you can move into phase 3, which we call the maintain phase, and you simply pick 1 shake a day, whether it be breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And what we're trying to do is just continue to eat low glycemic and allow the convenience of the Nutrimeal to help you to do that. As we look at the different Nutrimeal options, we've got chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry. Just to highlight, vanilla in the middle is a gluten-free option. The chocolate and the strawberry are a combination of whey and soy. So those are, those are a combination of both. And then additionally, you've got a whey-based chocolate Nutrimeal as well that you can choose from that is gluten-free. So you can choose from the vanilla or the chocolate whey if you're looking for gluten-free options. We've got bars. The peanut butter crunch bar is gluten-free. The oatmeal raisin bar is dairy-free. And then you've got the chocolate fusion bar. All of these bars are low glycemic. In fact, the peanut butter crunch bar I think is a 26 on the glycemic index, and the oatmeal raisin bar is a 34. So very, very low glycemic. And then we've got the nuts and berries bar, which is actually the number one bought bar in USANA. This is gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free, and there are no eggs in this product. So it's a vegan-friendly bar. The Rev 3 is also a low glycemic energy drink. So the amount of caffeine in this product is about 80 milligrams. It does improve mental alertness and stamina. This can be used properly. The amount of sugar in this product is comparable to an apple, but keep in mind that the type of sugar in this product is not going to spike your blood sugar like Red Bull or Rockstar or some of these other energy drinks that you're familiar with. This is a very safe energy drink. It's a clean energy. And again, I like the fact that it's clean, smarter, and stronger, they say. The cans are carbonated. The surge packs are not carbonated. And the surge packs taste a little bit more like a lemon-flavored tea, whereas I find the cans taste more like pomegranate, a little bit more of a fruity flavor. Let me show you guys some of the athletes that trust these products. I think this is just good for building your belief. All of these organizations that you see pictured here on the screen actually use the USANA products, and we are the sole provider of all supplements to these organizations, such as the Women's Tennis Association, the U.S. Speed Skating, U.S. Snowboarding, the Short Track Team, Cross Country Canada. You can see that we're providing supplements to these athletes, and I think some reasons for that. Number one is that because we're pharmaceutical grade, they're not fearful of banned substances, our anti-doping laws. Additionally, we've got up to $1 million guarantee to any athlete if a banned substance is traced back to USANA. So I think that's just some guarantees that make it safe for these companies and these organizations to trust USANA. Here's just to name a few of the athletes. Jay Lehman, Pete Ittersagen, Nancy Swider-Peltz. They're using USANA products. Trent Meacham's playing right now in France. You guys know Timmy Brasic. Kevin Mitchell is played with the Redskins and now is coaching at UNC. Corey playing for the Chargers. Matt had a stint with the Redskins. Jack Cornell actually just won himself a Super Bowl. Has been using the products for several months as a customer and then recently decided to join One Body as an associate. You guys know Michael the Burner Turner. Loves the products. You go on his Facebook wall, you'll see that he posts occasionally about USANA and what the products have done for him. Aurelius Ben, another U of I graduate, arguably one of the best athletes that U of I has ever seen. These guys are using the products. Some of you know Andy Studebaker. He was actually a roommate of mine in college, a dear friend of mine. He's been on the products almost 6 years now. Not only has he played in the NFL now for 5 seasons, but he is a silver director in USANA. And I think the reason I want you to understand that is he believes so much in what USANA products can do that especially in the off season, he spends adequate amount of time educating people on the quality of these products. Britt Miller, another great guy playing for the Rams that you guys know from U of I. And then Tyler McGill just won a gold medal in the last Olympics, is now training for Rio. Incredible story, incredible testimony of what these products have done in his life. Liesl Huber, former #1 tennis player in the world for 199 weeks, has been on USANA since 2006. Incredible testimony of what the products have done for her. Ella Masser, man, she's a U of I grad. She's played around the world, but is currently playing for the Chicago Red Stars. It's fun to see what the products have done in her life. So you can see that so many athletes trust USANA. Additionally, a lot of celebrities trust USANA. You'll see there Kathy Kaler is pictured towards the middle with the peanut butter crunch bar. She's a celebrity fitness trainer. She's been very influential in educating a lot of the celebrities about the quality of these products. Some of the names like Julia Roberts, Jennifer Aniston, Kim Kardashian, these individuals using these products on a daily basis. I think the fact that their bodies are their business and they use the products, I think, is really a testament to the quality of USANA. Now, as we review our last product line, I want to go quickly through the Sensei skincare. And yes, a dude, is about to teach you skincare. So don't doze off on me here. Sit up in your seats. Take some notes. I want you guys to really understand the quality of Sensei. Here's what I want you to realize, first of all. Number one is that what you put on your skin dissolves into your bloodstream within minutes. What you put on your skin dissolves to your bloodstream within minutes. So you need to be cautious. Number two is that most skincare lines have something called parabens. Parabens are equivalent to preservatives. So USANA is a self-preserving, chemical-free, paraben-free skincare line. And that's really important because your skin cells need antioxidant support just like your interior cells. But normally antioxidants in skincare products come with the presence of parabens or some sort of preservative. So the fact that USANA can provide antioxidant support, just like our guacamole analogy, we can provide antioxidant support without the presence of chemicals is huge. So the daytime, I should say the basics is right here pictured on the screen. It's the cleanser, the toner, and then your lotion. So number one is that daily cleanser. This is a soap-free formula that washes away surface dirt, makeup, but it doesn't dry out the skin. So it's really a powerful blend. I think people can see that. And then the toner, it's designed to remove whatever impurities you haven't gotten with the cleanser, but then to also restore the skin's pH balance. I think it's fascinating that when you use the cotton ball with the toner, if you're not getting makeup or chunks of dirt on the toner, or I should say on the cotton ball, it means that the cleanser is doing a good job. Yes, friends, I use the toner, I use the cotton balls, I'm proud of it. Step 3 is then to either put the AM protective emulsion on or the PM. So in the morning, you're going to need protection. So the protective emulsion, it's really trying to protect against drying of the skin, the effects of the sun, and then also we want to moisturize the skin at the beginning of the day. And then your PM actually has whole grape and green tea extracts as well. They want to undo the damages of the stress that we've gone throughout the day. And then this is really, really rich in vitamin E. So at night, you're not looking for protection so much so as you're looking for recovery. Now, on top of the basics, you have your enhancers. These would be the equivalent to our optimizers. Serum Intensive, the first one, reduces the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, unclogs your pores, diminishes those uneven skin tones. Serum Intensive is really designed for oily skin. Your Perfecting Essence, again, this is kind of like vitamin D. I mean, this is like the utility infielder. It does it all. This thing fights the appearance of aging, reduces uneven skin tones. I struggled with rosacea, so this was a great product for me. If you had a blemish or some sort of acne issue, you can really dab this into those particular locations and it will help. And then the last enhancer there on this screen is called Eye Nourisher. This contains soy to help retain moisture. I know a lot of women are concerned with either dark circles or that crow's feet that you get. Yep, go ahead and dab some of this Eye Nourisher on that finger, and you dab it gently around the eye. And I kid you not, I've been using this product. It has helped me immensely. Rice Bran Polisher. This exfoliates the dead skin cells, keeps your skin looking radiant. And then you've got your nutritious cream mask, USANA calls it. This is designed to deliver intense moisture while drawing out the excess oils and impurities from the skin. So I actually do this mask probably once a week. I scare the UPS man every time he shows up, but this is an incredible product as well. We move to the body care products. You've got your shampoo, your conditioner. These are sulfate-free. And then you've got your shower gel. This is also a soap-free cleansing gel. It's got a tangerine flavor. I think this stuff smells yummy. It's totally safe for infants and toddlers. If somebody were to swallow some of these products, you don't need to be concerned. They're all natural. So these are great options. Your Firming Body Nourisher. Obviously, it's a bigger tube, so it gives you more of the moisturizers. You can actually put it out all over your whole body without the presence of parabens. And then our Intensive Hand Therapy is a great product. Quick story about the hand therapy. My dad is in construction. He introduced the hand therapy to one of his contractors. This gentleman has actually been in construction for more than 30 years, a dear family friend of ours. If you guys know Chicago weather, it gets really cold. So his hands were brittle and they were getting all torn up. And so I tossed him a bottle of the hand therapy. And literally within days, he was begging for more. And then I remember he was so excited about the hand therapy that he wanted to know more about USANA. So I sat down. I literally, on a piece of plywood, drew out the glycemic index and explained to him the difference between good and bad carbs, showed him how he needed to eat low glycemic. He decided to try the reset kit, did the Reset Transform phase, lost more than 30 pounds, and then ended up joining the business. At 67 years old, he became a USANA achiever. It all started with hand therapy. So it just cracks me up how incredible some of these products really can be. So you really want to be using them. And our very last product to discuss is the whitening toothpaste. If you read the book Healthy Home by Dr. Wentz, he talks about fluoride and how detrimental it is to your health. So this is a gentle fluoride-free formula. It removes your plaque, removes bacteria, controls bad breath. It does have antioxidants in it, and it's actually got poly C, which helps promote optimum oral health. So this is really a good product. My suggestion to each of you is to have all of these personal care products in your house. If people come to your house and they start to see competitive products out there that actually have soap in them and they have fluoride in them, you're communicating a mixed message. So really, when you start using USANA products, you want to get to a place to where you can use as much of the products as possible to really kind of fight that overall health that we're looking for. As you look at this last slide of some different individuals, different demographics, what I want you to remember is that the products are for everyone, but the business is not. You know, as you start thinking about teenagers, what products would you use? You know, if you're sitting there jotting down notes, what would you give to a teenager? Well, they need probably the Body Rocks and fish oil, maybe Nutrimeal. If you look at the pregnant woman, what would you give her? She needs to be on the prenatal, and she needs to be on calcium, maybe additional amounts of vitamin D. These are important products for her. You look at my buddy Brett Latcha, who's in the military. He has a My Health Pack. He loves using Percosa. He loves the essentials. He needs vitamin D. The great products for him. My grandma, pictured in the left corner, she uses the Health Pack and fish oil. Great products for her. Nancy, pictured there in the middle, she's an athlete. What do high-level athletes need? Well, they need essentials, calcium, CoQ10 for additional energy, proflavanol, anti-inflammatory. She uses some of the Percosa products. She really uses an assortment of products because her body is her business. My buddy Dave in the lower right-hand corner is an owner-operator of a Chick-fil-A. His favorite product is the vanilla Nutrimeal. He's a busy guy. He finds it difficult to eat healthy, so the vanilla Nutrimeal becomes a really simple, easy, convenient option for him to stay healthy. As I move to this slide, friends, here's the reality. We have been talking now for 45 minutes. I appreciate you guys hanging with me here. I can't teach you everything you need to know in 45 minutes. So you guys need to invest in some resources to start educating yourselves on these products. I want to make 2 book recommendations for you. Number 1 is Karen Wolf's book, Is Your Lifestyle Killing You? This is a great look at overall health. It will teach you both macro and micronutrients. I want you to read this book to really start to educate and believe more in the power of supplementation. Dr. Libby Weaver is a PhD in biochemistry. She's from New Zealand. She wrote a book called Accidentally Overweight. Incredible tips, primarily in relation to macronutrients, but both of these books are a great start. I can give you many more recommendations, but this would be a good start, and you can get all of these books on Amazon, or you can go to youmanditogether.com and you can get a USANA discount there. They really they package these books in bulk for you guys. So I want you guys to really invest in those resources. And as we close, I want you to remember Dr. Wentz. He says this: we are living too short and dying too long. The reality is, friends, degenerative disease is not something we feel. It's not something that just strikes up. It's something that takes so long to develop. So I want to encourage you guys to take your health seriously, really understand degenerative disease, oxidative stress, and the role that antioxidants play. Start to learn it, educate yourselves, and the more you educate yourselves, the more you'll be able to turn around and help the people around you. And I'm so thankful that Dr. Steve Hirschcheck introduced me to USANA, because I know my health and the health of so many of you that I love so much are better off today because of this great company. I hope tonight's been helpful for you guys. Everybody have a great night. Remember, we're living too short and dying too long. Let's do something about it. One body, baby. Peace.